This video, okay, so in this video, we'll be going over the key costs, breaking down the money side of insurance. All right, these are the main ways you and the insurer split the costs, and these are very important to understand because if you get on a plan and you don't understand these sides, there's going to be confusion if you're getting bills. Okay, we don't want confusion. We want to know exactly what we're paying for. Okay, and if you understand this stuff before you go and get a plan, it's going to put you in a better position, and especially with your whoever's on the other side of that phone, because it'll give you the education necessary to know if you're being, whatever they're throwing at you could be good, it could be bad. I'm not going to say there are bad actors out there, but if you know this stuff before you start dealing with those people, you'll know if they're hiding stuff from you, or if they're keeping stuff from you, or if they're being shady, or because I've seen it all. I've seen it all, and that's why I'm doing this to protect people from those bad actors out there. Because I've worked with some. Okay, I've worked with some. They don't care about you the way I care about you. Okay, and that's why I do all this extra stuff. This is why I'm doing my channel. This is why I'm doing everything. Okay, so it's important that you understand the key metrics here, or the breaking down the key costs here, so you know what it is that you're paying for. All right, so the first part, what we'll be going over: premiums, deductible, copay, coinsurance, out-of-pocket maximum, and your summary of benefits. Okay, every insurance plan will have these broken down for you. Okay, what is a premium? So a premium is your monthly bill to keep coverage active. In this example, you can see the monthly premium is $230. Pay it even if you're healthy. Okay, and we'll be getting into why. This is your monthly bill, your monthly this is your rent payment, this is your phone payment, this is the bill that you pay to make sure coverage isn't lapsing and that you're not put in a position where you're getting claims denied. Okay, again, pay it even if you're healthy. This is probably obvious. You all know what a monthly premium is, most likely. Some of you may not, obviously. What is a deductible? Okay, a deductible is the amount of money that you spend out of your own pocket first before your insurance kicks in. Okay, so on this plan, even though you're paying $230 a month, it will not start kicking in benefits until you pay this $9,200. Okay, and I know some of you might think that's ridiculous. I mean, what person? Some people might. Okay, not to the people that might hit this deductible, but for my case, I will never spend this amount of money in a year. So for me, it would be like, why would I pay $200 a month? Because a couple times I go to use the insurance, I'm not even able to until I meet almost $10,000 in a given year. Okay, I certainly am not paying $10,000, me personally, in a year before my insurance kicks in. So is this really going to be the best option for me? It is, and I screenshotted this specific example from Health Sherpa or your ACA market plans, which by the way are all public. You guys can go log into Health Sherpa and see what plans are available in your zip code and what the costs are. This is the lowest premium option that I chose. Okay, this is mainly a catastrophic plan because you could see here no charge out deductible, no charge out deductible. Okay, so you're really only buying or paying for this in the event that you go through something catastrophic. And I'm gonna get into this. So deductible, again, the amount of money you spend out of pocket first before your insurance kicks in. Also to know, preventative care often skips this on the ACA. Okay, so on the Affordable Care Act, all preventative care is free, and I'll be getting into what preventative care is in the later videos. Okay, but deductible, again, money comes out of your pocket first before it kicks in. What is a copay? So a copay is a fixed fee for services. For example, on this one here, your doctor office copay, this is $45. I've seen copays at $20. I've seen copays at $10. So this is the fee that you'll pay right away when you go to the doctor. Okay. Some people don't know this. Okay, so if you get a plan and it's your cheapest plan, I've seen copays at $100 for doctor visits. Okay, so even though you're paying $300 a month, you go to a doctor visit, you have a copay of $100. You will be spending that $100 before they take you back there and treat you. Okay, so always ask what the copays are, and you can see here on the right side if you're looking at the Affordable Care Act plans, and you can see most affordable plan $45 copay, specialist visit, $90 copay, generic drugs, $5 copays. Okay. What is coinsurance? So coinsurance, after your deductible, will be the percentage that you pay, and then the insurance will pay the rest. Okay. So again, after your deductible is met. So in this example, we don't see what the deductible is, but we can go back to this one. Your deductible here, $8,500. So after you meet the $8,500, if you go to get some brand name medications, after you meet that deductible, you'll be paying 40%. Okay, so if the insurance is, if the brand name medication is $100, you'll be paying $40. The insurance company will pay $60. Again, after that deductible is met, which seems kind of ridiculous. Again, if you're on this plan here where your deductible is $8,500 and you're paying $300 a month. Okay, what is coinsurance? All right, so after your coinsurance, you will be paying up until your max out of pocket. So what is an out of pocket maximum? This is a yearly cap on your spending. Okay, so once you meet your deductible, plus you're paying your copays right as you get to the doctor if you have copays, and then your coinsurance, that's after your deductible. And then, so let's use this as an example. So in this example, you see the monthly premium is $230, your deductible is $9,200, which is, again, your out-of-pocket maximum. So this is more of a catastrophic plan. So you'll pretty much be paying everything out of pocket before your insurance kicks in. But if you do go through something where you have a $50,000 medical bill, a $100,000 medical bill, a $600,000 medical bill, your financial cap is going to be $9,200. Okay. Now let's use another example. Let's say you have a surgery that costs $5,000. Your insurance plan is $2,000, and you have coinsurance of 20%. Okay, so you're gonna meet this deductible before your insurance kicks in. Okay, so that $2,000. Now, up until you hit your max out of pocket, you'll be paying. Let's say in this example, you have 20% coinsurance. You'll be paying 20% of the remaining $3,000, which is $600. Okay, and then the insurance will cover the rest. And then, if you have to go through something where you meet again this $9,200, after that $9,200, your insurance starts kicking in everything from there. So your financial cap for the year. Okay. Now, every plan by law is a heavily regulated industry. Every plan comes with a summary of benefit and coverages. Okay, it's a simple one-pager every plan provides. It's important to look through the summary of benefits. If you're talking with somebody and they're telling you what the plan comes with or how it works, you always want to compare and contrast to the summary of benefits. Compare what they say to the summary of benefits. Now, what I also encourage you to do, I mean, with AI and technology now, you can take that summary of benefits, throw it into AI, a chat mod, ChatGPT or Grok. I use Grok for the most. Throw that in there and have the AI look over the document and ask it questions. So if you ever get somebody showing you stuff, you want to make sure that they're telling you the truth. Always throw the summary of benefits into ChatGPT and ask questions. It'll explain it more simply for you. Okay, a little tip there that I tell all the people that I work with if it comes up or if they have questions around that. But I'm very honest, very transparent in how I do things, and that's why I put everything on this channel together for you guys, so you guys know exactly kind of how to go about things. All right, so that pretty much sums it all up. If you're exploring new options, you get the summary of benefits. Make sure it matches up to what they're telling you. Make sure you're considering all of these options here. All right, your max out of pocket, your coinsurance, your copays, deductibles, and of course the premium. Don't just go with the cheapest premium, because if you went with this cheapest premium, don't expect your insurance to pay anything until you meet this deductible. Okay, and a lot of people don't know that. They just think because they're paying $230 that they should cover your simple medical bills, which I get it. I thought the same thing. And I remember an example when I was with my mom. I went to the primary doctor. They're having me pay this copay, and then I'm like I thought, what do you pay insurance for if we still have to pay money at the doctor? But I was just mad because I didn't want to pay anything, so. But unfortunately, not everything is free. One man's income is another person's income. So if you're taking away from somebody else, you're that's their inability to put food on the table and things like that. But let me know if you have any questions, and see you in the next video.